Cancers, welcome back to my channel and welcome all my new Cancers. This is going to be a look at what signs the universe is trying to convey to you, whether that's through synchronicities, them blatantly giving you downloads and understandings of your situation. And this reading is to help you see or identify your strengths and weaknesses and just overall energy that you're in the midst of. So if you want to see what I have to say, stick around. Any information that you also need to book a personal reading with me will be below, as well as my other channels if you're interested. And let's see what's going on, Cancers. So when it comes to your mental focus or what's on your mind, I have the Queen, or not Queen, the King of Teacups. Just your overall energy, I have the Temptation card, which could be the Devil. What may be needing your attention or you may be needing to work on, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Your current strengths and what you can leverage. We have the Sun card in reverse and the outcome of the next 2 weeks or so. I do have the Nine of Wands, or actually no, the Eight of Wands in reverse, excuse me. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. What is the clear messages from their spirit guides, the universe? Okay, what are these messages? So we have Lotus Flower, which represents enlightenment, and I also have Yield, which represents patience. So I've been getting enlightenment for a lot of different signs, but you guys are constantly receiving downloads and information from your spiritual team. It's a matter of whether or not you're listening and also heeding certain warnings or lessons that you've been experiencing. As you guys also connect with your spiritual team, because your spiritual team is wanting you to get more in tune with them, the more enlightenment, understanding you start to get. Spirit also wants you to stop focusing so much on materialistic things and more so be in this energy of like doing things from a place of, what's the word I want to say? Like doing things from a place of genuineness, or I don't know if that's even the word I want to use, but doing things from a place of not just trying to get financial gain. Not saying that's the case for everyone, but any circumstance where it's just based off of, oh, well, I'm doing this because it pays the bills, or I'm not really into this, but it is what it is. Spirit wants you to separate yourself from those situations because it's not truly fulfilling. Also, situation that caused you stress or issues previously, as you have the understanding that, for one, nothing can break you, these issues will roll off your back. And also, as you get these understandings from your life lessons, certain issues don't affect you the same as you start to realize things about yourself and your journey. This is also you guys going through some sort of rebirth. As you guys are going through this rebirth, it's a need for you to be patient though, especially with Yield showing up. There's certain results that you're looking to receive that haven't came in yet because there's things that need to be put in place first. Also with Yield showing up, this is a need for you to develop a new perspective. Slow down. Don't try to force any situations during this time frame. Anything that you have to force, take a moment to pause, reflect, and allow divine timing to be at play. A lot of you are also just moving into a different phase in your life. Remember that patience is not a punishment, okay? Spirit is never punishing you by making you wait for things to come into your life. It's just divine timing literally is at play all the time. Now, going deeper into this reading, when it comes to the first card, this is going to represent what's on your mind. And I have the King of Teacups, or the King of Cups. So you may be on your mind, your desires, your wishes, your hopes. You could have somebody who you truly love, or things that you truly love could be more of your focus as of right now. You could also be thinking about ways that you can improve your quality of life or how you can align with what you truly desire, whether that's building a family, having more financial structure for yourself. Whatever these desires are, what's on your mind is how you can get to them and how you may be needing to make certain changes in your own way of approaching things to get there. Now, when it comes to just your personal energy, I have the temptation card. So you're able to recognize what is limiting you from elevating, whether it's your mindset, whether it's certain people around you who could be very toxic. It could be addictions, habits, because whenever we're talking about temptation, it's like the devil energy. So, things that are more so in our shadow side as well. I think that you're in a space to where you recognize characteristics or things that exist within your shadow side that you need to work on, which is awesome that you can be self-aware. You could also be having to be careful of succumbing to these temptations, whether this is the temptation to go back to a toxic ex, the temptation to start using certain substances again, whatever this temptation is, you guys know what it is that's tempting you and what you need to do to stay away from it. Now, areas that you may be needing to improve or master, like what's calling for your attention, I have the Seven of Pentacles. So this could be a relationship, like with the Seven of Pentacles, you guys have gotten to a point of analyzing your situation and looking closely at what has manifested so far from the efforts that you've been putting forth. And what you may be needing to improve is some sort of existing relationship, an existing business, wherever area in your life where you've been looking closely at and seeing that maybe you haven't gotten the results that you've been looking to manifest. It's time for you to go back to the drawing board and ask yourself, what ways can you approach the situation differently if you've been seeing that it's not been working with a different or with the same approach as you've been going with? Excuse me. Now, going into your strengths here, Cancers, I have the Sun card here in reverse. So when it comes to your strengths, you're somebody where you're very self-aware in terms of what is fulfilling for you and what's not. You're somebody also where you're very intuitive, regardless of whether or not things are clear to you in the midst of you going through it. You're somebody where you can sense energies and you can sense when something is not in alignment with you and when something is. Now, how you can leverage this is to remove yourself from things that are making you unhappy right now. If you're in an unhappy relationship and you're just staying there, it's time for you to go, okay? If you are unhappy at a job, it's time for you to go because your spirit knows what it vibes with and what it doesn't. And anytime you have to force yourself to stay in anything that's unfulfilling, you're doing yourself a big disservice. Now, when it comes to the outcome over the next 2 weeks or so, I have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So you could be blocking certain individuals. You could be blocking someone who you feel like is playing games with you. Also, if you have been experiencing stagnancy, you're going to be able to recognize what exactly is keeping you in a stagnant place. And it could be because your energy needs to move elsewhere, where you have been just kind of playing it safe and not allowing yourself to move on. It's going to be a situation where you have to address what is holding you back, what is creating delays, all of this. So this is what I'm seeing. I hope that this reading in general was helpful and that you're able to take something from it. If you did, definitely thumbs up the video and subscribe. And I will talk to you in the next one, Cancers.